Paul Argueta here. I'm going to share with you who the best real estate agent in South Pasadena is based on sales volume provided by Broker Metrics Terra Datum. Thanks for visiting our channel. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can have access to all of the content that we're creating and curating for you. Also make sure that you hit the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. That will alert you anytime we have new content the minute it's fresh off the press. Does that even apply here since we're making videos? I don't know, it just felt like something I should say. If you see value in the content that we're creating for you, all I would ask is that you share that content with other people that you think can benefit from it as well. So you want to know who the best agent in South Pasadena is, huh? Well, we use a tool called Broker Metrics provided by Terra Datum. Terra Datum extracts all the information off of the MLS, and so it keeps track of all the units that are sold, all the sales volume. It does not track off-market sales, in other words, stuff that wasn't on the MLS, and it doesn't track commercial. So all of the figures and all of the stats that I'm sharing with you and the rankings are based on residential sales provided by Broker Metrics and Terra Datum. Now, you might be working with an agent right now, you might be interviewing an agent right now, you might be an agent that didn't make the top 10 list. That's okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad agent or that the person that you're working with isn't the right person for you. All that means is that their sales volume wasn't enough to make the top 10 list, okay? If you're working with someone that you feel comfortable and confident that can get you from where you are to where you want to be, then stick with that agent. Keep working with them. That's really what this is all about. The top agents share a very similar skill set and have a lot of similar qualities that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on, and I'm sure that the agent that you're currently working with shares those same skills as well. Pasadena is a very unique city and it's a great place to live. The list that we comprised had a lot of agents that tied based on the number of units sold. So what we did was we then relied on the total sales volume. So for instance, if there was an agent who tied with another agent, they each sold about 6 units, then what we did was we just relied on the sales price of those units sold, and we went with the agent that had the higher sales volume. So that being said, let's get into the list. Let's start with number 10. The number 10 real estate agent in South Pasadena based on sales volume is Cathy, Tyner. Number 9, Alexandra Altschuler. Forgive me, Alexandra, if I didn't pronounce your name right. Number 8, Sheryl Guerrero. Number 7, Grace Chang. Number 6, Sarah Halpin. Number 5, Kevin Bourland. Number 4, Meg Middleman. All right, we're in the home stretch, so we're now in the top 3. This is the top 3 real estate agents in South Pasadena based on sales production and sales volume records extracted from the MLS by Broker Metrics, which is a Terra Datum company. All right, number 3, Lin Vlasich. Number 2, Carol Majors. And we finally made it to number 1. The number 1 real estate agent in South Pasadena based on the number of units sold and based on the sales volume is Michele Downing. Congratulations to those agents that made the top 10 best real estate agents list in South Pasadena based on the units sold and on sales volume. Now I know what some of you are thinking, but Paul, aren't you a real estate agent? Didn't you used to have an office in South Pasadena? Yes, I did. And while my sales figures last year weren't anything to sneeze at, these agents just happened to best me. They edged me out, they had a phenomenal year, and I tip my hats to them. I tip my hats? Multiple hats? I tip my hat to them. Now, a lot of these agents do share similar qualities, and you will find that if you're working with or interviewing an agent, they're going to share some of the same qualities that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And if they do have those qualities, and again, if you feel comfortable and confident that you're working with the right agent, continue working with them. All right? I appreciate the opportunity that I have had to service my clients over the last few years, and I look forward to working with them for many more years to come. Are the qualities that some of these top 10 agents possess, and what does it take to make that list? Well, number one, they protect their brand. These agents understand that they are the CEO of their own entity, the CEO of their own brand. And so while you may see other real estate practitioners and other real estate agents using social media, these agents are very careful about protecting their image. So yes, do real estate agents go out, have a good time? Do they blow off steam like any other profession? Absolutely. But you won't see them doing anything that is going to embarrass themselves, right? And they're definitely not going to go out there and promote it. Okay, a few years back, during a Super Bowl presentation, Beyonce performed, right? And there were some photographers that captured her looking a little less sexy than she'd like them to look. Her PR team was on the horn trying to get those images down, and to this day, those images are still on the internet. Beyonce spends hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars of her own income to protect her brand. And yet, there are many people, not only real estate agents, who for free will ruin their own on social media. So the first thing that these agents do is they make sure that they protect their brand. Quality that a lot of these agents possess, and a quality that took me many years to learn, was to listen more than we talk. All right, now there's a saying that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and you should use them in that proportion. There were times where I would step into a meeting with a client and I would tell them about how wonderful I am and all of my accomplishments and all of the houses that I've sold and all the amazing things that I've done. And the truth was, I did more talking about myself than I ever did listening to the needs of the client. And the fact was, they were telling me everything I needed to know about helping them achieve whatever goals it was that they wanted to achieve. There were times when I talked myself out of my own sale just because I was so self-absorbed talking about me, right? These people are very good at listening to their clients and hearing what it is that they need and what it is that they're trying to accomplish so that they can structure the right game plan to help their clients accomplish those goals. The third quality that these agents possess is that they have a supporting cast. You can't be everything to everyone at every time. So you need to have a strong team. And these agents, like most high-producing agents, will have a marketing team, they will have a transaction coordinating team, they will have an escrow team, they will have a preferred list of vendors to help them when they're servicing their client. They know that they can't do it all by themselves. And another thing that they've mastered is this, right? They know that when something goes wrong, they don't shift the blame. It's their responsibility. It's my fault that something went wrong. And they also know that when something goes right, it was the team effort, right? It was everybody's collective assistance that made that project work successfully, right? So they don't have egos, right? And they're well aware of the fact that they didn't do that job alone, and they value each member of their team. Okay, so the third quality that they all possess is that they have a great supporting cast. This means that even if that agent goes out on vacation, even if that agent takes a little bit of time away from the office, you can rest assured as a client that they have people behind them making sure that your transaction, that your sale is going to go through without a hiccup. And if there are hiccups, because there always is in real estate, if there are hiccups, then they have a team that knows how to handle that hiccup when they are in town or when they are out of town. Fourth and final quality that these agents possess is that they are full service. They can handle the process from A to B, from start to finish. In other words, if I have a client let's call him or her a home seller, and I'm helping them get their property sold. The minute I take that listing, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to assess the condition of the property. I'm going to recommend any type of improvements. That might include decluttering, for instance, right? And if a home needs to be decluttered a little bit, I personally will go out there and hire a portable storage unit to come drop off that storage unit in the front of their home, and I will have them put furniture or anything that they may not be using on a regular basis in that storage pod, and then I have the storage pod removed to clear up the house so that it shows better, right? Little things like that. Gardening services, right? We might offer gardening services, trash out services, rekey services. Those are all things that the best of the best agents offer to make sure that the property is more sellable. Okay, full service. They have a team of vendors behind them to help make sure that the property looks its best so that it can also get top dollar. The top 10 list of best agents in South Pasadena based on their sales units and on their sales volume, provided by Broker Metrics by Teradata. Now, please make sure that you subscribe, right? And also click on the bell icon so that you can get alerts anytime we upload new content. More importantly, I appreciate any dialogue. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to tell me that you don't like the style of vest that I'm wearing, right? You want to comment on the paisley print in the back of my vest, that's fine. Comment on it below. We love conversation. We appreciate dialogue. I reply to all of the comments in our videos. So make sure that you participate in the dialogue. If you see value in these videos that we're putting out there for you, by all means, please share them with somebody that can also benefit from them. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to servicing you. Thanks for watching.